Have you ever stood on the edge of a dream, heart pounding, only to hear a voice whisper, "You're not good enough"? Have you ever felt like a fraud, waiting for the world to discover you don't belong? If so, you're not alone. This shadow, known as imposter syndrome, has haunted even the greatest minds in history. But today, we're going to shatter that doubt and ignite the greatness within you, guided by the timeless wisdom of Les Brown, the legendary motivational speaker whose words have set millions ablaze. Les Brown once declared, "You have greatness within you, but what does that mean when your mind screams that you're unworthy, that your successes are mere flukes? It means that deep inside, beneath the layers of fear and self-doubt, lies a spark of potential waiting to be unleashed. It means you must believe in yourself, even when the world, or your own thoughts, tells you otherwise." Brown's life is a testament to this truth. Labeled educably mentally retarded as a child, he was told he'd never amount to anything. Yet with the encouragement of a teacher who said, "Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality," he rewrote his story, rising from poverty to become a global voice of inspiration. Imposter syndrome is that relentless feeling that you're a phony, that your achievements are due to luck rather than skill, and that any moment you'll be exposed. It's a universal struggle, affecting everyone from students to CEOs, artists to scientists. Research suggests that up to 70% of people experience it at some point, proving it's not a sign of inadequacy, but a shared human experience. Even the most accomplished figures have wrestled with this doubt. Thomas Edison, the man who illuminated the world with the light bulb, tried thousands of materials, some say 10,000, before succeeding. Each failure could have convinced him he was a fraud, but he saw every attempt as a step toward victory. Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, lost multiple elections, faced business failures, and endured a nervous breakdown. Yet he pressed on, driven by a vision for a better future. And Elon Musk, the modern innovator behind SpaceX and Tesla, saw his companies teeter on the brink of collapse with rocket failures and production woes. But he refused to surrender, turning setbacks into stepping stones. So, how do we overcome this paralyzing doubt and tap into our greatness, as Les Brown urges? It begins with 3 pillars: mindset, action, and resilience. These are the cornerstones of Brown's philosophy, blended with modern psychological insights that will guide you to shatter imposter syndrome and ignite your potential. The power of mindset, rewiring your inner narrative. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It shapes your reality, coloring every success and setback. A fixed mindset, one that believes your abilities are static, that you're either talented or not, fuels imposter syndrome. Every achievement feels like luck. Every failure feels like proof you don't belong. But a growth mindset, as championed by psychologist Carol Dweck, sees challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. It's the belief that your abilities can be developed through effort and persistence, a belief Les Brown lived by. Brown's story is a masterclass in mindset. Born in an abandoned building in Miami's Liberty City, he faced a childhood of poverty and rejection. Labeled as less than capable, he could have accepted that verdict. Instead, he chose to believe in his potential. His adoptive mother, Mamie Brown, saw something special in him, and a high school teacher's words, "Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality," lit a fire within him. He surrounded himself with positive influences, read uplifting books, and spoke affirmations to himself, rewiring his mind to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Modern science backs this approach. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections, means you can reshape your beliefs. By consciously choosing positive thoughts, you can rewire your brain to see yourself as capable and worthy. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a biological process. When you tell yourself, "I am enough," you're not just boosting your mood. You're forging new neural pathways that reinforce confidence. Self-talk is a critical tool here. The way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. If you're constantly saying, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve this," you're cementing those beliefs. But if you practice positive self-talk, affirming your strengths, acknowledging your efforts, you build a stronger, more confident self-image. For example, instead of thinking, "I bombed that presentation, I'm a failure," reframe it. "That presentation didn't go as planned, but I learned what to improve for next time." This shift, rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps dismantle the negative thought patterns that fuel imposter syndrome. Consider Maya Angelou, the celebrated poet and author. Despite her accolades, she once admitted to feeling like an imposter, fearing that her success was undeserved. Yet, she continued to write, speak, and inspire, using her voice to affirm her worth. You can do the same. Start by writing down 3 things you're proud of each day, no matter how small. This simple act trains your mind to focus on your strengths, not your doubts. The courage to act, turning belief into reality. Belief alone isn't enough. It must be paired with action. Les Brown often says, "You have to take action. You have to take the first step." Imposter syndrome thrives in inaction, whispering that you're not ready, that you'll fail if you try. But action is the antidote to fear. Each step you take, no matter how small, builds evidence that you are capable, silencing the inner critic. Imagine starting a new job, feeling like you don't belong. The temptation is to stay quiet, to avoid drawing attention. But what if you asked a question in a meeting? What if you volunteered for a small task? Each action, however minor, proves you're competent. Over time, these small victories stack up, creating a foundation of confidence that imposter syndrome can't shake. Abraham Lincoln's life is a powerful example. He didn't wait for the perfect moment to pursue his ambitions. He ran for office multiple times, losing elections in 1832, 1838, and 1843, among others. Each loss could have convinced him he wasn't cut out for leadership, but he kept running, learning from each campaign. By the time he won the presidency in 1860, he had honed his skills as a communicator and leader, proving that action, even in the face of failure, builds the path to success. Action also creates a feedback loop. When you act, you receive responses from the world: praise, constructive criticism, or results that validate your efforts. This feedback is crucial for overcoming imposter syndrome because it provides objective evidence of your abilities. Les Brown's journey to becoming a motivational speaker began with small actions: volunteering to speak at community events, practicing his delivery, and seeking opportunities to share his message. Each step built his confidence, turning his dream into reality. In your own life, start with manageable goals. If you're hesitant to speak up in a meeting, commit to asking one question. If you're learning a new skill, dedicate 15 minutes a day to practice. These small actions create momentum, and momentum drowns out doubt. As Brown says, if you take responsibility for yourself, you will develop a hunger to accomplish your dreams. That hunger drives you to keep moving, even when fear tries to hold you back. Resilience, rising stronger from setbacks. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to see failure not as the end but as part of the journey. Les Brown teaches, when things go wrong, don't go with them. This mindset is critical for overcoming imposter syndrome, which often amplifies setbacks into proof of inadequacy. Instead, resilience allows you to view challenges as opportunities to grow. Thomas Edison's story is legendary. He reportedly tested thousands of materials, some say 10,000, before perfecting the incandescent light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each experiment was a lesson, not a defeat. This perspective allowed him to persist, turning doubt into determination. Elon Musk's journey with SpaceX and Tesla mirrors this resilience. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed, nearly bankrupting the company. A 4th failure would have been fatal, but Musk analyzed each setback, made adjustments, and succeeded on the 4th attempt, securing a NASA contract that saved the company. Tesla faced its own crises with production delays and financial struggles in 2008, yet Musk persevered, even sleeping at the factory to solve problems. Today, both companies are industry leaders, proof that resilience turns dreams into reality. Building resilience requires a shift in how you view failure. Instead of taking it personally, see it as external feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This approach, rooted in CBT, helps you detach your self-worth from outcomes. It also means cultivating self-care, eating well, resting, and engaging in activities that recharge you. A strong body and mind are better equipped to handle life's challenges. Another key to resilience is a support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, friends, mentors, or family, who can offer perspective when doubt creeps in. Les Brown leaned on his mother and teacher for encouragement, and their belief in him fueled his resilience. Find your own cheerleaders, those who remind you of your greatness when you forget. Modern psychological tools, a bridge to greatness. Les Brown's principles are timeless, but they align beautifully with modern psychological research, offering a robust toolkit for overcoming imposter syndrome. Self-efficacy. Psychologist Albert Bandura's concept of self-efficacy, your belief in your ability to succeed in specific situations, is a cornerstone of confidence. High self-efficacy makes you more likely to take on challenges and persist through setbacks. You can build it through mastery, experiences, achieving small successes, like completing a task or learning a skill. Vicarious experiences, observing others succeed, which shows you it's possible. Verbal persuasion, receiving encouragement from others, as Brown did from his teacher. Emotional management, reducing stress and anxiety to maintain a positive outlook. Brown's call to believe in your greatness is essentially a call to build self-efficacy. Each action you take, each positive affirmation you speak, strengthens this belief. Cognitive reframing. CBT teaches us to challenge negative thoughts and replace them with balanced ones. If you think I'm a fraud, ask for evidence to the contrary. You'll often find plenty. Your skills, your achievements, your hard work. Reframing a failure as a learning opportunity, as Brown advocates, reduces its power to define you. Flow state. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi's concept of flow, being fully immersed in an activity, can boost confidence. When you're in flow, you're so engaged that self-doubt fades. To achieve it, tackle tasks that challenge you just enough to stretch your abilities without overwhelming you. This aligns with Brown's encouragement to push beyond your comfort zone. Self-compassion. Kristen Neff's research on self-compassion emphasizes treating yourself with kindness, especially during failure. Instead of harsh self-criticism, acknowledge your mistakes with understanding and focus on growth. This practice reduces the shame that fuels imposter syndrome, allowing you to move forward with confidence. Practical steps to shatter doubt. What follows are practical steps, battle-tested, evidence-based strategies to dismantle imposter syndrome and unleash your potential. These are not mere suggestions. They are the tools that have empowered countless individuals, from historical icons to professionals in 2025, to rise above self-doubt and claim their greatness. Let's step into the arena and begin. 1. Keep a success journal. Start by forging a powerful weapon against doubt, a success journal. Every day, carve out a moment to write down your achievements, no matter how small they seem. Did you finish a report? Solve a problem? Receive a kind word from a colleague? Record it. This journal is your shield, a tangible record of your capabilities that stands firm when doubt tries to creep in. Flip through its pages, and you'll see the truth. Your successes are not luck. They're the result of your effort, skill, and determination. Take it further. Keep a daily log of compliments and positive feedback you receive, as suggested by experts at McLean Hospital. At the end of each week, sit down and review this log. Let the weight of those words, praise from others, evidence of your impact, sink in. In today's digital world, you can amplify this practice with work management tools like Asana, which allow you to track completed tasks and see your progress in vivid detail. Imagine Thomas Edison, cataloging each experiment not as a failure, but as a step closer to illuminating the world. Your journal is your light bulb moment, a beacon that proves you're capable. Seek feedback. Now, step into the circle of trust. Seek feedback from colleagues, mentors, or friends you respect. Their insights are a mirror, reflecting your strengths and offering guidance for growth. Feedback isn't just about improving your work, it's about grounding yourself in reality, countering the distorted lens of imposter syndrome with objective evidence of your abilities. But go deeper. Open up about your doubts. Share your feelings of being a fraud with someone you trust. You'll likely find they've felt the same way. A revelation that can dissolve the isolation of imposter syndrome. Research shows 62% of global employees experience these feelings, so you're in good company. Take Rose, a team member at Asana, who felt out of place when she joined the company during a personal transition. By confiding in her colleagues, she found a supportive community that lifted her up, reminding her of her worth. Like Abraham Lincoln, who leaned on advisors during his darkest moments, you can find strength in those who believe in you. 3. Practice self-compassion. In the heat of battle, be your own ally. Practice self-compassion by treating yourself with the kindness you'd offer a dear friend. When you stumble, when a project falters or a presentation doesn't land, don't lash out at yourself. Acknowledge that mistakes are part of the human journey, the raw material of growth. As Les Brown says, don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. Extend that wisdom to your own inner critic. Use a simple framework to navigate your emotions. Notice your feelings of doubt, name them, accept them, and then let them go. This approach, rooted in modern psychology, helps you process emotions without being consumed by them. Self-compassion means embracing your imperfections, not as flaws, but as opportunities to learn. Maya Angelou, despite her towering achievements, once admitted to feeling like an imposter. Yet she pressed on, using her voice to inspire millions. You too can rise above self-doubt by being kind to yourself. 4. Set realistic goals. Break your dreams into smaller, achievable steps. The mountain of your ambitions may seem daunting, but every journey begins with a single step. Set realistic goals, tasks you can tackle today, this week, this month. Each completed goal is a victory, a brick in the foundation of your confidence. Celebrate these milestones, no matter how small. Did you finish a draft? Speak up in a meeting? Those are triumphs. Like Rome, your greatness isn't built in a day, but through steady, deliberate progress. Les Brown's own journey, from a radio DJ to a global speaker, was built on small, consistent steps. Each goal you achieve is a testament to your capability, pushing back the shadows of doubt. 5. Challenge negative thoughts. Your mind can be a battlefield where negative thoughts wage war against your confidence. Fight back by challenging those thoughts. When the voice of imposter syndrome whispers, "You're not good enough," demand evidence. More often than not, you'll find a mountain of proof, your skills, your hard work, your achievements, that contradicts the lie. Reframe your inner dialogue. Instead of saying, "I got lucky with this project," say, "I led this project with skill and effort." Catherine, a professional at Asana, found power in shifting her language from passive to confident, transforming how she saw herself. This technique, rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, rewires your brain to focus on your strengths. Think of Thomas Edison, who didn't see 10,000 failed experiments as proof of inadequacy, but as 10,000 steps toward success. Challenge your doubts and watch them crumble. 6. Visualize success. Close your eyes and step into a mental theater. Picture yourself achieving your goals, the applause, the pride, the sense of accomplishment. See it in vivid detail, the room, the faces, the sounds. This is visualization, a powerful tool to prime your mind for success. It's not just daydreaming, it's programming your brain to believe in your potential. Athletes use this technique to cross finish lines. You can use it to cross the barriers of doubt. Visualize yourself nailing that presentation, launching that project, or achieving that dream. Let this vision fuel your determination, as it did for Elon Musk, who saw rockets landing and electric cars dominating before they became reality. Your mind is a canvas. Paint it with images of your greatness. 7. Surround yourself with support. No one conquers alone. Surround yourself with a tribe of supporters, friends, family, mentors, colleagues, who believe in your potential. Their encouragement is a lifeline when doubt threatens to pull you under. Seek out mentors who can guide you, as Les Brown did with his teacher who told him, "Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality." Learn from your peers too. Instead of comparing yourself to others and feeling inadequate, see their successes as opportunities to grow. Robert, a professional, shared, "Instead of feeling inadequate when I see something great that someone else did, I choose to save it and learn from it." Build networks, contribute to teams, and let the collective strength of your community lift you higher. 8. Educate yourself. Knowledge is your sword. Educate yourself about imposter syndrome, its causes, its prevalence, its effects. Understanding that it's a common experience, affecting millions, can normalize your feelings and strip away the shame. Resources like books, articles, and online platforms are your allies in this fight. Anticipate situations that might trigger your imposter syndrome: a performance review, a new project, a public speech. Prepare in advance by mentally rehearsing how you'll handle them. Rishika, a professional, said, "Accept fear, but don't let it take the driver's seat. I acknowledge that I'm afraid of speaking up in a meeting, but I do it anyway." Knowledge and preparation are your armor, shielding you from doubt's arrows. 9. Take action, despite fear. Fear is a gatekeeper, but it doesn't hold the key. Take action. Even when your heart races and your mind screams, you're not ready. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a rebellion against imposter syndrome. Start with something manageable. Ask a question in a meeting. Volunteer for a task. Try a new skill. These actions build momentum, proving to yourself that you are capable. Abraham Lincoln faced defeat after defeat, lost elections, failed businesses, but he kept running, kept acting, until he became one of America's greatest leaders. Elon Musk stared down rocket failures and financial ruin, but took the next step, and the next, until he changed the world. Action is the antidote to fear. Each move you make builds a bridge over doubt, leading you closer to your greatness. 10. Celebrate progress. Every step forward is a victory. Celebrate it. Whether it's completing a task, receiving praise, or simply showing up despite doubt, acknowledge your progress. Keep a collection of positive feedback, as Rishika does. I keep a curated collection of feedback that I've received from anyone on my team. This collection is your trophy case, a reminder of your achievements when doubt tries to steal your shine. Celebrating progress isn't just about feeling good. It's about rewiring your brain to focus on what you've accomplished rather than what you lack. Each celebration is a spark, fueling the fire of your confidence. A final beacon: seek professional help if needed. These steps are powerful, but if imposter syndrome clings to you like a shadow, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to help you navigate these feelings, offering tailored strategies to address underlying issues and boost your self-worth. There's no shame in seeking support. It's a sign of strength, a commitment to your growth. You stand at the edge of your greatness, the wilderness of doubt behind you. Each step you've taken, each journal entry, each conversation, each act of courage has carved a path through the mist. Les Brown's voice echoes in your soul. You have greatness within you. Believe it, live it, shatter the doubt, ignite your greatness. The world is waiting for the person you were born to be.